Hello, my name is Gonçalo and I'm 13 years old, and we're gonna talk about the garden of Cova da Piedade. In this presentation, we're gonna also talk about António José Gomes Palace, Chalet Ribarteles and the Battle of Cova da Piedade.
Situated in the center of Cova da Piedade, close to the 23rd of July Avenue, this garden with 5,300 meters squares of area is very appreciated by the population that here can experience a close contact with nature. A playground and modern urban furniture are elements that make this space a place that can transmit good feelings both to children and adults. Among beautiful flowers and tree shadows, there are wooden benches where you like to sit. The Piedade garden marks its center though a forged iron carretto, characteristic of the 19th century iron architecture. The beauty of the carretto is enhanced by the place of the buildings bordering the garden, enable those who visit this space to make a true trip in time. There are traces of an ancient time when the parish of Cova da Piedade was a frequent destination of the bourgeois families of Lisbon in search of the quality of the beaches of Alfeit. The memory of António José Gomes is still today a reference for Cova da Piedade. Its importance is celebrated through the conservation of his family house and the institutions that honor this industrial by adopting his name as designation. Born in Caramuj on July 6, 1847, António José Gomes followed his father's profession, becoming an industrial of mill and introducing an important technological development into his companies, according to the open reference and the opinion many people have of him. Little is known about the project, the author, or even the date of this building, which should apparently be from the last years of the 19th century or early 20s, when António José Gomes passed away in 1909. The romantic components of Chalet Ribarteles, a building inspired in the Northern European architecture of the 19th century, also rise as a great architectural value in the framework of this garden. The Town Hall of Almada, current owner, certified this building to the Association of Teachers in the County of Almada in May 2007 for the creation of the future Teachers' House. After a property requalification process, this new headquarters will represent a cultural pole of great importance for the community of teachers in the County of Almada.
It was still in the space occupied by this garden that the Battle of Cova da Piedade occurred on July 23 in the year of 1833. During the civil war between liberals and absolutists.
The Battle of Cova da Piedade was held between the realistic forces of Dom Miguel and the constitutional forces of Dom Pedro IV. Liberal troops planned to invade Lisbon through the south bank of the Tagus River. The confrontation between the two armies took place here, a few kilometers away from Cacilhas. After the initial confrontation, the Liberal army advanced over the absolutists, forcing them to return to Lisbon, then seeking refuge in the castle of Almada. The next day, the castle was captured by the Liberals, and General Teles Jordão, a ruthless and cruel leader of the absolutistic forces, was stabbed by a Liberal officer, being buried on the beach with the arm outside of the grave for humiliation. This victory marked the end of the Miguelistic hopes of containing Liberal advance on the capital, and it was decisive for the occupation of Lisbon as well as for the end of the Portuguese Civil War.
Come and visit the Garden of Cova da Piedade.